What's up, Tony? This is Ibuprofen TCG with another local legend here. Can you just tell me what you did over the weekend?
Went to the San Diego Regionals and I got 35th out of 995 players.
Shoot, congratulations. Unfortunately, you bubbled out of top 32, but you're just 3 people away, right?
Yeah, it was definitely heartbreaking just to see the standings. I was scrolling slowly. I was like, all right, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 25th, 30th. Now, like, I see myself as 35th.
No, but hey, that was a really big accomplishment. You went X2 with what leader did you bring with you?
Played Bonney.
Why'd you end up bringing Bonney to this to the regionals?
It was just a deck or leader that I felt the most comfortable with. Most reps, and I don't really play like the best decks of the formats. Like I don't play Black or Dofi or anything.
Yeah, ew, right?
Yeah, I don't.
No,
I mean, Lucci's and Black Yellow Luffy.
No, for sure. No, for sure. I know what you meant. So you brought the Bonney. You went X2 10 rounds, right? So you went 8 and 2. Can you just break down your deck list? Did you do any special tags? Because we know it was like an 8.5 meta where we're transitioning with these starter decks coming into play. Let's break it down. Show me your list and just let me know what was in your mind when you made these add-ons to the new 8.5 Bonney list.
Yeah, so this is like a list that Pedro, aka Kush Mike Malone, sent me.
We know Kush. Okay.
So I just made a few changes to it. Obviously, we're still on the SuperNova package.
Of course, 4. Oh, sheesh! Yo, is your deck maxed out?
Maybe.
I
don't think so.
You don't think so? I just break it down for me.
But 4 Bonney searchers.
Okay.
Obviously, you want 4 searchers. I'm on 2 veggies.
2 veggies. Oh shoot! What are these?
Oh yeah, the premium Bandai collection. They just came out just in time for the San Diego.
Oh my goodness, that's clean. Okay, so two of those guys.
2 veggies. 4 Scratchman and Pooh, just 2Ks. You should be running the other one because it has more viability into meta.
Yeah.
I only ran these because
it looks cool.
Yeah.
But no, they're 2Ks, right?
Why. Maybe against Nami, you can rest her Dawn.
No, for sure. Oh, that's lit though. Okay.
4 Cavendish. It's a staple. Has to be 4. No more. No less. 3 Basils.
3 Basil.
Down to just 3, just so I can fit in other cards.
Okay.
3 is a really good ratio for all these boss monsters or mid-range stuff. 3 kids.
3 kids.
I was on 4, but I felt like 4 was too much, cloggy. But I do want to see it. But we are playing 4 searchers to dig for the kid.
Right on. Is that your whole SuperNova package?
Yep, that's all my SuperNova package. I think it's 21 SuperNovas.
21 SuperNovas.
Bonney itself.
I see there is a card that you're not adding in, the 4-cost blocker Rouge. Is there a reason why that didn't make the cut in the 8.5 meta?
I just felt like a dead card against Dofi, which is what I was expecting. Not the most of, but pretty good amount into the meta. So I just felt like you play Rouge on 4, they just bounce it back to your hand multiple times with Law. And then on 6, they can Jozu that back to your hand. Like, all right, what am I doing?
No, for sure. That makes sense. Okay.
That's why we put the veggies in, because you don't feel as bad when they law this. They're not going to law a veggie back to my hand. Maybe they do, but it's like, fine. It only cost me 1 Dawn to play it. And the combos off really well with Kid and other blockers in the deck that I'm going to show on later.
Oh, for sure.
So that's the SuperNova package. Then for Donquixote Pirates, same thing, 4 searchers, baby 5s. I was on both searchers because you just want to be as consistent as possible while also like starting off your early game with searching and then having them act as pseudo blockers, especially against Dofi. They're swinging at you for 7s, for 5s, for 6s early on. You just need to prolong the game to get to your game plan, which is late game. Dofi can't really do late game. You strive in the late game. So just all the searchers for Dofi blockers. I think it's the best blocker in the game.
Oh, the Rosinante ones.
Did I say Dofi? I mean Rosinante.
Okay.
These aren't max spirit.
No, that one's hard to find.
I wish. It's the best blocker. You play it off with Kid. And then if they try to perfume it, some people try to do it over the weekend. Swing into this, and I was like, all right, Rosie effective, protect Kid.
Oh my goodness.
So,
yeah, because the perfume is like unblockable, so you can't block, but the secondary effect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, all right, it still blocks for it, so Rosie's just super good.
Oh my goodness.
My favorite blocker in the game.
Give people sadness right there.
Yeah.
Okay, what else you got?
4 2Ks, 2 Babe 5s, and 4 Viola.
Okay.
Ratios can just change. It can be 4 and 2, 2 4, 3 3.
These are the you got the pre-release stamps on these babies too. Okay.
They're not the full art ones.
Oh, not yet.
5.
To be continued, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm on 10 2Ks in this build.
Okay. So you're running 6 here. You have
4 Scratch Manapoos.
Scratch Manapoos. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to have more 2K targets for both my searchers.
And I feel like after Whitebeard fell out of favor, like I feel a lot of decks cut back on the 2Ks between 8 and 10.
Yeah.
So I feel like
14 2Ks for
Whitebeard. Yeah, back in the day, dude, that's crazy.
You just had to play for that. Anyways, 4 10-drop Dofies.
Oh wow! So I've seen a lot of people play 4 to 3, and you opted for 4.
I think 4. You need it into the Lucci matchup.
Okay.
Actually, like every matchup is pretty good. It's never really like a dead card unless you see like 3 or 4 in your hand.
But at the same time, chaining
2, and then the chaining the third one's just like cherry on top. You don't need it, but it's definitely kind of fun.
Okay, for sure. What else you got for the Donquixote?
This should be the last
part.
One. Just 3 0-cost events. I think I'm on 16 bricks.
16 bricks? Oh wow, that's a lot.
16 bricks. Bonney can afford to run it because you're essentially negating 1 swing per turn. So it's fine to run bricks. I think this was 20 Donquixote Pirates. Let me count. 8, 12, 16, 21.
21, okay.
It's pretty even split for the Donquixote Pirates.
So 20 Supernovas, 21 Donquixote, so you have 9 just non-searchable cards?
Yep, 9 unsearchable cards.
Okay.
So I'm on 4 carrots for the non-engine stuff.
Oh, that card's so good.
Really good into, I'd say, every matchup. Dofi especially, using this on Dofi. Most of the Dofis are on the event package, like Gravity Blade or Red Rock. So these are just staying on the board for free. Maybe they're on 1, but it's a 1-of, so they might not see it in time. But if I see a carrot and just lock down their board and just start clearing, kind of like starving them, not really, it can help stabilize the game and slow it down to get to your end game. 3 Hody. I low-key wish I was on 4. Just one of the Lucci matchups, I didn't see a Hody, and I was like, I wish I was on 4. But 3 is really good still. Just fitting other cards. Obviously, best green card.
Best green card.
I think it's the best green card.
I agree.
And then the last 2 cards is Shanks.
Oh wow, that's from the Uta structure deck, right?
Yep, from the Uta structure deck. Before the regionals, I was the biggest hater of Shanks. I was like, this card sucks. Like, what does this card even do? But it was surprisingly the MVP in 2 of my Dofi matchups.
Oh.
Which doesn't make sense, right?
Wait, so you're telling me against Dofi?
Against Dofi, playing this got me the game.
Okay, we break it down for me, just because it's the last card we're talking about. It's a new card, so if I'm not wrong, on play this KO any rested character. Is that correct?
Yep, any rested character, so it can KO a Shanks in the mirror match. Play Shanks.
For sure.
KOs are rested, like any cost, any power, doesn't matter. As long as it's rested, which kind of like tough stipulation, but.
Actually, it's pretty easy with your leader ability, right? When they try to hyper aggressive, you can just kind of
I
set it up.
Something. And the stat line is great. A 9 and 11k body. Like 11k is insane.
Wait, you gotta explain yourself. What happened during those Dofi matchups? Like, what did you pop in particular? What was the setup?
For the first Dofi matchup, I popped the Jozu. So it's like their biggest body, right? The 7k. It just throws the tempo off. So as long as you can like stay pretty healthy in the Dofi matchup, I try to counter out early and be healthy, and also at the same time play around the pudding. Like, yeah, it does suck to play around pudding, but I also want to stay healthy, so it's 2 birds in 1 stone. So if I'm healthy enough and I can just drop Shanks, now I'm just applying a 11,000 swing every single turn. And then I also can clear a body, 1 for 1. Not that great, but it could be a good tempo swing.
Oh no, for sure. It's definitely a great tempo card.
Yeah.
So we talked about 2 of your matchups. This came in clutch for the Dofi. While we're talking about your matchup spread, what was your matchup spread like? Out of the 10, 10 matches, what did you see? What did you lose to? What were the matchups you did not want to see going into San Diego?
Oh, I don't want to see Lucci.
Lucci,
Of course, Lucci.
Lucci
I played 3 Luccis out of the 10. So it was pretty tough. I lost to 2 of them. My only 2 losses were to Lucci.
Okay.
I beat 1, but it's tough. Like, where are my BY Luffy's at? Like, my round 1 was BY Luffy, and I was like, oh, it's a good day. It's a good day. I mean, it did become, like, a pretty good day. So, beat the BY Luffy, round 1. Round 2, I played Lucci, and that's the one I beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he milled 4 jacks, and I was like, thank God. He milled 4 jacks and 1 gecko.
Good.
And he did play 2 geckos later, but not having a jack on 7 or 8. I think I won Dyral, so on his 7, no jack, it was huge. So my Basil Hawkins is standing there.
No, definitely. That tempo that they can do with the cycling and just carrying a body with the jack is so crazy.
And then round 3 was the mirror match, Bonney.
Okay.
Shanks was great against Bonney. I mean, that's why it's here for the mirror match. They played their 10 drop. They had Cavendish on board, swing 6. It's like you don't want to min max your Dawn value, so you want to play your 10 drop first. So he swings Cavendish, and I rest the Dofi. He probably thought I was going to play my Dofi because I was going to 10, but I just dropped the Shanks and KO'd the Dofi. So that shit was clutch.
Oh my goodness! In the mirror match, do you want to go first or second?
You want to go first.
Oh,
no, you're not playing Zoro anymore. Now you're playing Shanks. I think since we're not playing a Roge, there's nothing to do on 4.
So you're playing for that turn 5 turn.
You want to get your Cavendish out on board. Even a carrot, just to establish. Maybe lock a searcher. If I didn't clear it. If they had 2 searchers out on board, it could be kind of clutch.
Oh, for sure. So you went BY into Lucci
into
and then Bonney. What else?
And my round 4 was Lucci.
Okay.
And that's the one I lost to. That one was definitely close. I only found 1 10 drop Dofi. If I had the second one, then I think I cleaned it up. But they just keep clear. Like, play 1 10 drop Dofi, clear it. They do it so freely. So I lost that one. Round 5 wasn't to Smoker.
Oh,
so it was
okay.
my first time playing into Smoker. I didn't really know what to expect. He played the new Tashigi. And I was like, what's that card do? Just trashed my kid.
Oh my goodness. That's the one that like minuses 4, and then activate main on the turn it's played, it can KO a 0, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. I was like, oh, I got caught off guard. He did it twice. So that was kind of annoying, but I played a second kid to help stabilize the game. After that was a Dofi, my first Dofi. I was trying to play Dofi. I wouldn't say it's like one of my best matchups, but I feel like if they're not on the event build, then Kid can shine in that matchup. So I beat that Dofi. So that was round 6. Then after the Dofi, I played another Lucci. Lost to that one. That one was pretty tough too. He just had all this is like perfect curve Lucci.
Sometimes like, it'd be like that. They just find everything.
3 geckos, a jack, and
a
Sabo. I was like, all right, I can't do anything about it.
Next.
If I don't see my 10, because I didn't see any 10 drops that game, but I don't think it mattered. It just got snowballed. So after that match against Lucci, I was crashing out. I was going through it.
No, for sure.
I was like, all right, like I can't play this anymore. I can't play One Piece anymore. But I was like, all right, I got 3 more rounds. So after that, I played Green Uta.
Oh,
I didn't expect to play Green Uta.
Round 8 Green Uta. How'd that go?
Definitely scary.
Scary.
Because if they have multiple invincibles, they just play around my leader's ability.
Oh yeah.
And they did search too. And I was like, it's gonna be tough because they're also playing the same green cards. They did shank some. What were they shanks? Something small. My 10 or not? Oh yeah, it was my 10 drop Dofi. It wasn't small. I lied. But then I shanked their shanks back. I was like, luckily I saw 2 shanks that game. Super lucky. The second shanks was actually super clutch because they played Kid and they had a blocker out and. I top drew Shanks. So what my board was, I had Shanks, had another 10 drop somewhere. My board was crazy.
Against the Uta matchup. Oh yeah, did you have double Doflamingo on the board?
I had this on board, and I just dropped Shanks, blew up their kid.
Oh my goodness.
And then they only had one blocker, one life, so I went 10. No, I went 7 with my leader. And then, 6 with my leader, 10, 10, 11, and then that was game.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
Their one hope. Oh man.
But I was like, they've been searching a lot of events, so I was like, they should be bricked up, and that's what Uta does. They get pretty bricked up.
So on the clapback, you would have been in trouble. So like that top deck.
Yeah, so
oh
I had,
wow.
Top deck Shanks. That's why I was like, Shanks actually put in work, and I'm the biggest Shanks hater.
Are you thinking about going up on that Shanks after this event, or
maybe the 3? Maybe
3? Okay.
I feel like it's gonna be really get into black, just getting rid of their jacks. Because I feel like I want to go first now in the Lucci. Let them go Jack on 8, and then I go Shanks on 9. Okay, other Jack. That's what would be my plan. So round 9, I played an L. Like, I wish I played all these. I wish I played an L. The NL was one of the freest matchups of the day.
Oh my goodness.
I just had like Shanks, Hody, Kid. I just had all my
gosh.
And like 2 10 drops. I'm always lost with the 10 drops. Yeah, 2.
This was your board against an L?
That was my board against an L. Against their 2 Katakuris, 8 drop Katakuris. They had like 3 cards in hand. They just couldn't do anything.
No, for sure. Makes sense.
And then my last round was Blue Dofi.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I lied. This one was definitely my easiest match.
Stop. You're X2 on your 10th round. You're saying the Blue Dofi was your easiest matchup.
My head, oh my god. Alright, so I have Kid. No, I didn't have Kid. I think my board was this. I had this Shanks and Dofi. So, I guess before I get there.
Paint the picture.
That's what I'm saying. Shanks was MVP in the Dofi. He had a Jinbei, Law, and then I forgot what else. Jinbei, Law, and then a Weevil, all rested. So I swing 5 into Jinbei with leader. He lets it go, and I'm like, thank God. So I go 7 with Basil to the Law. He lets it go, and I play Shanks to KO the Weevil. Just losing 3 bodies like that, super clutch. And I established 11k. And he was kind of inclined to swing here. I wouldn't say he inclined to, but he did swing into it. He swung 9 with his leader, and I just protected it. But later on, I froze his board with Dofi. So I froze 2 of his bodies plus leader. His only body left was Buggy, the 1-cost searcher.
Oh my gosh.
He attached his 10 Dawn to Buggy and swing 12 in my Shanks. I was like, what the hell?
He didn't push you down to 0?
I had 4 life.
You had 4 life.
Like I was saying earlier, I started the game super hot. I had Baby 5 searchers and Bonnies. So he had to keep swinging to these.
He didn't ignore him, he just tried to control board?
Yeah. So he didn't go life at any point until like late game. He would swing at these, because every turn I would be Bonney, add Bonney, Bonney, add Bonney, Baby 5. I'm not even adding real cards, I'm adding searchers every turn. I added 4 Baby 5s against that Dofi. I wasn't even adding my boss monsters, I was adding my searchers. Because I already had my boss monsters in my hand. So I was just adding searchers just to help like as pseudo blockers and stay healthy until I can get the late game. Isn't that kind of crazy? But yeah, so anyway, he swung 12. That was the craziest thing. Into my Shanks, I just gave him a 2k. He's wasted his turn. He could have just developed like a Jinbei or something, Jinbei Weevil, and I would have been kind of like, I won't say 4 life, but that's not 4 life, but that would definitely been more scary than 12k to Shanks.
Oh my, okay.
And then the next turn, he did something similar too, because I cleared his board in the past. He went 14. He attached all 9 Dawn to his leader, swung 14 to my Dofi, and used leader ability. It didn't matter what he got, but he just swung 14. I had 3 cards in hand, so he's lucky I had to like give it up. But he just did another turn skip. I was like, in my head, I was like, how did this player get here? He just turn skip twice. And then I just I think he had 1 life, 5 cards in hand, and then I just go 11 to lead with Shanks. I was like, give me your whole hand, or else you lose. And then I just jammed for 15 because he couldn't count on the 11. And that was good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was my last round.
Well, congratulations. That's really something. Definitely, going X2 is a really big deal in these large events, especially when there's 900 plus people there. Thinking about it, is there any changes you would like to make moving forward?
For this deck, for set 9?
Or just in general, after playing a large event?
I think I want to bump up Hody back to 4.
Back to 4?
Maybe Shanks to 3. Okay. Those are the only changes I would make. Yeah, I think that would be the only changes. Everything else I liked. And I mean, something has to come out, right? I would have to take out 2 cards, so I guess we'll see. But those are the 2 cards I want to be increased too.
Okay, so you're gonna be doing some cooking. If I remember correctly, you're gonna be playing in the Treasure Cup this weekend. Is that right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna still be taking Bonney?
Honestly, I low-key want to take Rebecca.
Rebecca? Oh my goodness. I'm about to get another local legend with Rebecca next week. That's going to be nice.
It would be crazy.
No, for sure.
Maybe I'll cook something up for the Dofies and the Luchis.
Is there any other events that we're going to be finding you at?
In person?
Oh, in general?
Oh, in general. I got the Treasure Cup then on the 9th for Carta, the 16th for Top Cut, the 23rd for the booster box event or whatever.
Oh, the PPG?
Is it PPG?
Maybe.
Oh no, I signed up for all 3 of the Treasure Cups for this month. But yeah, so 3 Treasure Cups this month. No regionals in December, but I'm definitely going to nationals.
Timeout nationals. That means that top 35. You got the. Oh, congratulations!
I know I slipped out. I couldn't hold it in.
No, congratulations. That means it went down. You're able to get the national invites. Congratulations! I'll see you there. Congrats to both of us. Yeah. Love to see a local hero. One of a part of me. You have been here since set 1. You've been a really good player, consistent and very knowledgeable. Finally, nice to see you. I consider this a big win. It is very unfortunate that you bubbled out of the top 32, but I'm really excited that you got that invitation to Nats, and I can't wait to see what you're doing. Yeah. Before I let you go, because Bonney was a really good meta call, especially for San Diego. Yeah. Is there any last shout outs you'd like to do before we head out for the night?
I'll say shout out Pedro for sending me the deck list for sure, and also the night before I did ask to play a game of Lucci against his, and I took it right. I went first. I said I wanted to go first against him, but it's just maybe I should have just chose first more. Maybe that was the sign. Shout out to Gio. Thanks for the playmat, the green playmat.
Very nice.
I wanted to match the green aesthetics. Shout out to everybody in the room: Cam, Omar, Paco. Paco's good vibes.
He's always good vibes. I know you had a crew going down to San Diego. Yeah. It looked like a really good time. Definitely got FOMO. Would you end up going back there again if they had another regionals?
Oh yeah, any regionals in the West Coast. I love going to those kind of regionals. Not Texas, kind of too far, or East Coast, but if they're definitely on the West Coast, or I'm hoping a Seattle regionals.
No, that would be dope. Or maybe in Oregon where we just wake up and roll out of bed.
Yeah. I don't have to plan anything, just get out of bed and go. That'd be sick.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in the future.
Yeah.